And that's how we do it. We get things started, man. Hopefully everybody's good out there. I'm just gonna continue to set up this live stream before we start and talk about how the finishing on NBA 2K23 has been exposed. We finna get into it, man, and showcase all this stuff because I think it definitely needs to be talked about. Maybe even some players on 2K23 have been exposed as well for their low finishing IQ. But we about to get into it, man. We are about to get into it. Let me just make sure I have everything set up. So that way, what up, No Cat? What up, Victor Garcia? What's goody chosen out there? All right, let me just let the Discord know that I'm live. All right. All right. Good to go. Old school 90s, what it is, man. Appreciate y'all being here. Roll call, sound off. What city you're from, what city you're tuning in from, or what country you're tuning in from. That'd be dope. Phantom, what it is. Phantom, who's riding, what it is. We exposed the finishing last night. Facts. If last night, in my opinion, last night was like a tremendous amount of proof that finishing is different. That's the best way to put it. Different. Money Matt, what it is, Money Matt. Don Dada, let's get it. I knew I wasn't tripping. Nah, you're not tripping, man. Definitely some changes, and we're gonna expose it. We're gonna showcase it here. We're gonna showcase the changes and what's going on. But we get visual confirmation every time we're getting on the game. How long have I been preaching the buff to interior defense? I'm probably got to be one of the first people to put it out there and really go hard on how there was a huge change to interior defense the second I got on season 4. What up, Mickey Mark? Chi-Town in the building. Appreciate that. Eric Moore from Chi-Town. Sergio, what it is? What's good? Got a 95 layup. Beat my defenders every time. Somehow it's a 20 to 25% contest with no hands up and dudes standing out of bounds. Yeah, it's really frustrating. If you guys understand previous versions of the anchor badge, well, previous versions of 2K that had the intimidator badge, which is now incorporated into the anchor badge, then you know why you're missing. You just know this. Not to say that you guys can't finish well. You can. You just can't. Your animations can't lead you too far into the paint. This is the dilemma, y'all. If you want to finish well, check your animations and make sure the animation that you're triggering. You only need limitless takeoff on silver to activate the furthest takeoff animations more frequently. You just got to take off from further back. Chicago in the building. What up, Justin? You're on next gen. Nice. Nah, it's been nerfed. Yeah, it's been nerfed. We got confirmation, man. We got visual proof to showcase it. Appreciate the love from Chi-Town. Using Giant Slayer instead of Fearless. That's a big fact. Giant Slayer is goated this year. But things have changed. They doing too much. You get used to change and then they change it again. That's big facts, man. That was what I was experiencing last year with the speed boost, man. I was finally getting in. Just things done changed. Did they really do something to finishing? They surely did. We got the visual proof. Let's get into the visual proof. How many people? Let me see how many people we got into in the stream. I'll wait till maybe we get to 100, but I'll see how many we got right now, and then we'll just pull up the visual proof. That's all we'll do. We're at 77 now. Please like the stream if you can. Subscribe. We're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. Drop that sub if you're watching and you haven't done it yet. Drop that sub. It's all love. I appreciate y'all. Why did UK have to kill my 7-3 build? King Dreadhead. Appreciate the sub, Joshua Cruz. Now, dude should have hit that layup in your video, bro. He was no. All right, that's good. That's good. I'll pull up the video. I'll pull up the video. We'll get to it, man. Ain't no sense in stalling off. Let's get to it. Because I think folks are mistaking what's actually happening here. So this layup, this first layup, first of all, let's review the homie. First of all, before we even continue this video, this was sent out by Bobby Brownie. So salute to Bobby Brownie, MC Strong. So that's super dope. But he said, so NBA 2K way of fixing interior defense is to randomly increase the coverage and not even acknowledge it, or the coverage percentage, and not even acknowledge it through a tweet or a patch note. Acrobatic layups are dead now. God forbid we have variety. The thing that I'm noticing on 2K23 is that you guys still have variety, but you're not making full use of that variety. After the season 4 update, things done change. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I've already received visual confirmation playing the game that you can finish. I mean, you can finish consistently if you just equip the right animations and take off. You just got to change where your takeoff point is. Salute to the homie Tron for putting us on the dunk animations and allowing us to watch him consistently finish with no problem. Some of the things I talked about in a previous videos on my channel, how to get more contact dunks, because we actually out there and we see it happening. But as you're gonna see from this clip here, mind you, this guy, let me raise this up a little bit, make sure it's in good position. This guy has a 94 driving dunk and an 88 driving layup, right? So he should be good at his finishing. Prior to the season 4 update, these type of players were just going into the paint, pressing square. Not every player. I'm not even saying that Bobby may have done this. I'm just speaking on what I've seen as an interior defender, that players with low finishing IQ were just mashing into the paint. What up, Don? What's goody? Mashing, yes. 30 assists, big facts. 30 assist game last night. Pretty good stuff. But they were super low IQ. Y'all can't deny this, bro. It was clear as day obvious that there was an exploit in finishing and that interior defense was being belittled. But let's let the clip speak for itself, because I don't want to influence anything that we see here in the clip. So he goes up. This layup, I believe he should have finished. So we put it in slow motion. He's wide open. He has an 88 driving layup. He's on the far right side. The defense is already a step behind on as far as making an interior contest. He makes the right decision going up on the right side, gets a ton of space, but misses the layup. And they give him a 13% contest on top of that. So this next clip, though, is what I don't understand. So here we go. This look at their positioning. What up, y'all? Salute to everybody here, man. Appreciate y'all being here. True, I see you. What up, Mac the Black Goat? What's goody? Salute to everybody. If I missed you, sorry about that, but I definitely appreciate having you here. Now let's talk about this clip right here. The dude in the paint got his badge on. You got your badge on, homie. You're gonna get contests. So let's let it play off and see the positioning on the jump. So the dude is going into the paint. He's just, mind you, he should have been took off already. So he should have already been in the takeoff animation as it stands right now in the positioning on the court. Had he taken off right here, he would have definitely dunked on the dude, or would have been a greater chance, because the dude is well behind in the restricted zone. But instead, he continues on and continues going. Now, right here, this is where folks get things confused. Right at this moment, I'm going to put the chat down just for 1 second on the screen, just so you guys could see this clearly. They both are pressing the jump button right now. Do we got that clear? Is everybody with me here? They are both pressing the jump button right now, except 2K's interior defense mechanics make this man jump away. So if they both face to face, press the jump button at the same exact time, 2K makes the defender go way away. Look at that contest. This has been the definition of our experiences on NBA 2K23. He has his badge on. They make him jump away. So what I'm getting at here is the animations are misleading. Now, what 2K has done is they left the same animations in there, which are misleading to what should actually happen. So in this case, look at the ball. The homie looks like he should be able to finish that layup. But 2K just made adjustments to the contest without adjusting the animations, because that defender, in my opinion, should not have jumped away from the dude that was driving into the paint. But 2K forced him away when it should have been a better contest type of animation. They forced him away, but still gave him the contest. So of course that's gonna leave the community scratching their head like that's so unrealistic. It's so terrible. So he goes up with the right hand. They make him go. They make the defender jump toward the left, which makes no sense. But he misses the layup because 2K has increased the contest percentages, but hasn't made adjustments to the animations, which is what I've been stressing for Christ's sake for the longest time, that 2K needs to go back into these animations. Is that not facts? We could rewind it again for those folks who are thinking anything different. The homie is running right to the dude to make a contest, but this brain dead finisher is still going right to the defensive badge. Am I wrong about that? Is there anything that I'm saying wrong? He sees a defensive badge, so this player probably has a great amount of interior defense attributes. He said, nah, homie, I'm going up anyway. I'm going up anyway, so I'll go up anyway. 2K makes the defender continue to slide over, and they let the finisher go in. And this is what we've been experiencing. This is why there's been so much success in finishing on NBA 2K23, because these particular animations, when it should have been a better contest animation, 2K favored the offense and gave them a favorable animation similar to this one that allowed him to go toward the right on an interior defender who has his interior defense badge. So he's hot. The dude is heated up. Now 2K said, well, just increase the sliders for interior defense, but we'll leave the animations exactly the same. So folks are missing and they're scratching their head like, why am I missing? Because the animations look like you should finish. This animation looks like you should finish. When we rewind it, that's the only time that we realize that, hold on, that was the animation that made it look like you should have finished. The animation made it seem like you should have finished. With a badge on, an interior defender should definitely get a better contest than that to somebody who's running straight into the paint and does not press the square button or decide to go up until he gets well in the wrist. Look, that's where he pressed it. Like, that's where you press to finish your animation. But sure enough, the bad contest animations that are in NBA 2K23 make it look like he should have finished that layup, when indeed it should have been a better contest animation to tell him. This way, that offensive player would immediately know that was a bad idea. But this animation says, oh, that was a good idea. That's what this animation says when he's finishing. Says it was a good idea to go up on that interior defender with his badge on, because look at the favorable animation he got for his finishing and the unfavorable animation that they gave to the defender. Come on, y'all. You got to be realistic with it. Like, look at what we're seeing here. They gave him a hell of an animation, but now 2K just increased those contest sliders. So now you get the same animation that looks like he's wide open, but the contest sliders are there. Now everybody's mad across the board. Am I tripping? I feel like 2K is cheating people because they just increased the slider for interior defense, but didn't make sure to go in to the animations to say that this is the animation you get for this level of contest. That's what I see. So this contest right here looks like it was the defender making a mistake, but the defender don't have access to control which animation. We're leaving that to 2K. Surely you can jump straight up, or surely you can choose to put your hands up. If you're late on a contest thinking that the man's going to take off, they jumped at the same time. It just gave the defender a really poor animation. So I think they just need to get back out there. It looks like a skill gap because he went right instead of left on the layup. Facts. It looks like a skill gap, in my opinion, because had he seen, if 2K respected interior defense, if 2K respected contest animations, if 2K had respect for your takeover badges, that ball handler would have saw that badge and said, oh, listen, in previous versions of 2K, when we saw that rim protector badge, you did not go up. And if you missed, your whole team was on your head saying, what the hell you going up? The dude has his badge. Yeah, do you not remember that? 2K19, 2K20. You saw that rim protector badge? Nah, negative. That's a U-turn. You don't continue to go straight in. That's a U-turn. You don't just go straight in on a dude with his badge ready to make a contest and then attempt to take off right here in the paint. Nah, that was an instant block and everybody on the court knew it. But in 2K23, folks are acting like because you finish so consistently against defenders, now folks are confused as to what's a favorable positioning to take off in the paint. NBA players in bodysuits for animations and movement is still getting it wrong. Facts, Chris Griggs. I think 2K may have taken a couple of years off, and they're using these type of copy and paste animations. So they have animations set already because of previous versions of 2K getting that mocap, getting the motion capture from NBA players. But I think 2K hasn't put enough effort in to creating new motion captures or updating those motion captures. And they just kind of taking the old and putting it with the new. And there's definitely going to be some conflict there because you can't take 5 year ago motion captures when you should be getting better with each installment that's released for 2K, especially when we make the transition to next gen consoles. We expect better because you're able to do more on next gen consoles. So we expect better. This is out of 2K's own mouth. We can do more. Where we were limited in previous consoles on the old gens, where now we have more capacity to make more happen. One dribble pull up. I also wanted to address somebody else who I spoke to in the who I spoke about in the most recent video I uploaded. And this is what I'm referencing is the poor physics. This is why that animation was so terrible. Let me scroll back down real quick and we'll address this real quick, because on this jump, they're both right there hitting the jump button. As of right now, they're both hitting the jump button. So everything else is in 2K's hands. They both hit the jump button in a position where there should be contact. If a finisher's going up right here and a defender's in the paint, they're both right next to each other like this, and they both hit jump. This is not the animation that you should receive. Neither one. That shouldn't be the outcome from the positioning that they were in right next to each other pressing the jump button. But sure enough, the physics is so terrible on NBA 2K23 that it gave him an animation that jumped him away from the person driving, and it allowed the person driving to go right through the defender and go up with his right hand. I believe he should have made the shot. If we looking at it visually, I believe he should have made that shot, because on the release, there was no contest. But what I'm saying is the only reason why he got that favorable animation is because 2K is so like, their mechanics for interior defense are not fully up to date to make the proper contests on that type of animation. So that's what I'm getting at. Definitely could be slithery. Definitely could be slithery. But why the slithery demean, right? So at the very least, it definitely could be slithery because that's what slithery does. But how do you belittle and demean that badge, that takeover badge that he has on? When he has that takeover badge, now keep this in mind. Let's add this up now. When this man has that takeover badge, for those of you that do not know, your attributes for contests are skyrocketed. You're getting so many additional attributes when you activate that takeover badge. So are we going to deny that? Where are we going to be able to say that slithery should give him a hella more beneficial animation? then his attributes and that takeover badge, nah, right? Nah, we can't. So being realistic, we say, well, because it's animation based, we're leaving it in 2K's hands to make sure that we get the right animations. We build the right player, we equip the right takeovers so that we get more favorable animations than jumping away when we got this close type of contact to jump away, and Slithery activates and completely belittles and demeans an interior defender with his badge on. Listen, so I'm happy that 2K is attempting to make some adjustments, but unfortunately for us as players, the increase in the contest slider is not enough adjustment to make simulating basketball feel realistic. So what I'm getting at is the simulation is off. It's off because they just increased the slider. So now they increased the interior slider. So now he looks wide open. He has Slithery, so it gives him a convenient animation, and he misses the shot only because they increased the sliders but didn't adjust the animations. So for those folks in the stream that are saying he jumped too early, let's rewind it and double check it. Now you're gonna see the animation. Even if he jumped early, where is the contact? He's jumping right into the dude. They both jumping. He hit the jump button right here, and then this was so he attempted to jump right here. So the defender, the ball handler is about to jump the very next millisecond. Boom. That's when so he jumped and then he jumped. Where is the contact? Where is the impact? That's definitely not a realistic animation to me for a defender with his badge on. No, you can't tell me that. You can't tell me that because he jumped a millisecond early that he's not going to be able. We're talking about a millisecond early, a couple milliseconds at least, maybe 5 milliseconds early at most. And that he shouldn't have been able to make a better animated contest is what I'm getting at. Not that, I just mean the animation from this point is what's wrong with this picture. The animation from this point is what's wrong with the picture. It just the layup animation made him seem different, but they should have bumped right here. They should have bumped right there is what I'm getting at. And he isn't doing an acrobatic layup. Say it again, Pose. And why give a cooldown for a jump when the finisher has the upper hand to begin with? Then that offense can get rewarded with the ball again for selling. Big facts, Kai. Say it again, man. I love it. But I love kicking it with y'all so we could kind of create some dialogue about what we're seeing. Finishing, being exposed. Salute to the homie Bobby Brownie for sending these clips out. We'll continue to let them play off to see what else we get out of these clips, but sure enough, you see the dude is wide open on the finish and he misses. Another one here. Now this is one I don't agree with. 20% contest, but look at defender in the paint yet again. Defender is already there, but the dude says, nah, I don't care if the defender's there. Let's see when he triggers. So he triggered it. Look at where hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let's rewind this. I'm going to show the positioning of the defender when this finisher hit the square button or hit his right analog stick. Defender is there. He hits this right here. He's already starting to finish. What more can I say? Oh my God. What up, Slim? Oh my God. Now can we... It's exhausting, y'all. Come on. That's exhausting. And man, you can't take a jump shot with the defender right there and expect to hit it. You could have a 99-3. If you're on my team and you're taking the jump shot with the defender right there, we finna have some problems. We about to have some problems. So he takes this thing right here And let's see the outcome. He goes up, boom. Look at the defender. Obviously the defender just hit hands up because he already jumped into position. This is why hands up is broken. He already jumped into position, so surely hands up was a great option to choose because he already he jumped right in front of the driving player. Surely hands up should be a good option to choose from this positioning right here, in my opinion. That positioning says, yeah, hands up is a good idea. Don't hit jump there. Hands up is a good idea. Let's play it off in slow motion and showcase why I feel it's 2K's animations that are making everybody scratch their head. He's already dead in front of him. The driver his square right here, but instead the driver gets launched up to the right while this dude already is hitting hands up, which you're going to see his hand extend right now. So his hand extends. Of course, the driver gets put in a hella convenient looking animation and the defender gets put into a hella goofy animation that makes him look like he's not getting any contests. So what we're experiencing now after the season 4 update is that 2K increased those contest sliders, but did not fix the animations tied with them. So look, he looks like he's wide open when he's actually taking the layup, but the defender should have definitely gotten a better contest type of animation so that both players know you don't do that from this position or you can do this from that position. So they increased the sliders. It turns out to be a 20% contest, and we hit play. The man just misses the layup. That's what we're consistently seeing on 2K23 as of the season 4 update. Big blessings, y'all. We out here, no cap. The combination of Bully, Fearless, and Giant Slayer was really OP originally, so people will put up anything. Say it again, low key. Say it again. That's high key, Joe B. High key. The combination of these badges were forcing players to make bad decisions, and the 2K way is to make adjustments to leave you guys scratching your head. You guys created players because you saw your homies out there going crazy, and I'm not knocking you out for doing this. You saw your homies going crazy with the finishing. We saw people in the game that we played against going crazy with the finishing, so we said, I'm going to increase my finishing attribute, and I'm going to go crazy as well. And then 2K in their 2K way makes tremendous adjustments to the game that now have you missing opportunities, finishing opportunities, even though you created and invested your money into a player for the game that was in front of you. The game that was in front of you said that, yeah, I can go up on a defender that's right in front of me. I can do that. That's okay. That's an okay decision, which we'll go back to right now. It's an okay decision. The game that was in front of us said, yeah, we can just go right up. And 2K is going to give me a convenient animation. This is why we made our build with a 94 finishing. That's why the homie here made his build with a 94 finishing, because everybody was finishing crazy. Then 2K makes a crazy adjustment to interior defense where you're now missing layups that you were making 95% of the time. Only because 2K increased the contest sliders, but then it touched the animations tied into the contest slider. So now everything just looks off. Physics looks like it goes down the drain. What up, Justice? I see your point with the animations. There's just no balance. Either it's for the defense or the offense. Facts, Nookie. Yeah, so we're not seeing the eventuality. Like, we're not seeing on this particular thing when he lays the rock up, like, because of his position right here. You know, let me hit watch again real quick. Because of his position right there, he should have made the layup. But what I'm saying is 2K, if they got into those animations, he would have never got into that position to make the layup in the first place because of where the defender was when that man hit square. When he hit the button to go up, mind you, the ball is in his left hand right now, and look at where the defender is. the ball is in his left hand, and there's some things to factor in, like whether or not this dude had interior defense or block or whatnot. And if he didn't, then that's a convenient animation. But he is in the paint. He is in good position to eliminate any type of takeoff opportunity. The dude still takes off. He looks like a goofy reaching his hand out. It doesn't look like a contested layup. He in turn just misses because of the increase in the contest sliders from 2K. Little Sauce, what's good? Justice, I see you. 2K have no clue how to balance. That's why they need to stop bringing in and taking out badges. Well, I think 2K did a good job this year with consolidating these badges, but man, they surely need to go back into them. There's definitely things wrong, and these hot fixes where 2K is making a tremendous gameplay changes without the community knowing what's going on. How many people made finishers after the season 4 update thinking that they was going to go crazy because in season 3 they saw their friends going crazy in the paint? You feel what I'm saying? That's a close shot, not a driving layup. That was actually a driving layup, Matthew, because it was an acrobatic layup. So that triggers his acrobat. Either 2K does too much or too little. Yo, City, you know 2K not trying to let defense win. Well, defense is winning right now. Defense is winning right now. I absolutely love my 6'8 glass cleaning lockdown build. I'm having a tremendous amount of fun out there. Let me increase this light here. Yeah, there we go. I missed the arcade 2K is what No Cap said. I had a diamond paint piece that was a monster in season 3 that is now a liability in season 4. You know, we're speaking facts, man. You know why we're speaking facts? You want to know why we're speaking facts here? It's because we're out there every day playing the game. So, you know, and I'm not just making my own personal assessment like we got no friends, man. We are out there playing with tons of people, sharing and creating dialogue. Not to mention when I'm in the Discord party chat that's open to everybody while I'm in there. When I'm in that Discord party chat, folks coming in, sharing their experience as well. So I get all of this information flooded in. And then I just share with you and tie it with my experience playing the game as well. So I get confirmation and verification for a lot of things that we're speaking on. That's the choice players made. Two bad choices. I like going up on 2 defenders. There are consequences. Facts, Gatsby. Say it again. No more just going up on 2 players and throwing up a prayer while you're mashing the square button to let Acrobat activate and Giant Slayer take full effect. I do think 2K should be more upfront about what they change or adjust, good or bad. People will be okay. At least they know. So I think that's where the community has the most problems, is because you spend your money and it's more expensive than ever to make your build. So you definitely don't want to make no mistakes making your build. So you go and spend your money, and then 2K has the nerve to make an adjustment and increase the sliders to contest in the paint without adjusting the animations. So you tend to think that it's you. You don't tell me that this player is going to think that it's... Hold on, let's go back. We got to talk about this. You don't tell me that this player... Hold on, I made the wrong thing. You don't tell me that this player is going to think it's him? So let's say he's a brand new player. He's wide open for the layup here. He acrobats it. That's where you saw that adjustment. He acrobats it or whatever. And he misses that layup right there. And you're not going to tell me that if he didn't know anything about changes to interior defense, or he's brand new or whatever, and he's bringing his player out, that he's not going to think that it's him. He'll start going crazy, going to the lab, spending unnecessary time in the lab and changing everything up, thinking that it's the layup package or this or that, and process of elimination. You know how us 2K players do. We go through process of elimination just so we could find a way to get ahead of the competition. You know how we do. I appreciate that, No Cap. If your interior defense is 80 to 99, you shouldn't get dunked on, period. I kind of feel the same way, depending on your IQ and where you're at on the takeoff. So if someone's jumping from the foul line and you're dead in the restricted zone, then, you know, maybe that could be a thing that puts it in favor of the offense. But if you're meeting that drive early to prevent the actual takeoff animation in the first place, then it should lean in favor of the defense, or the numbers should matter. It shouldn't be so heavily animation based. Maybe the numbers just need to matter more. You know, I remember playing a mobile game. I don't know if this is still on for 2K, but the 2K mobile app used to be choose the card, and the card had numbers tied into it. So if you had a 99 driving dunk and the other person selected like an interior defender with 75 interior defense, the 99 driving dunk is going to win every single time. So I think we need to get more to something more basic that folks could have a general understanding of. If I perform this animation at this point, 9 times out of 10, I should get the animation to play out through and through. Need a respec system. Yeah, I was going to make a video on that respec system. I got a 6'11 paint piece. You ain't doing that to me, period. Some players do play defense, and I seen all city squads D. They just spam the passing lanes. Again, you ain't doing that to me. Facts. Yeah, we spam the passing lanes. I got a 6'8 player and spam the passing lanes. Smart players play different. Thank you for saying that. That's big facts. That's exactly, he said it himself. That's exactly what I told you guys we do. It's exactly why I got a 6'8'5", a 6'8" center build out there. You think I'm finna play behind a 7-footer plus? Hell nah. Your point guard is gonna have hella trouble trying to pass it into the paint. And you know how frazzled that gets point guards when they can't pass it into the paint for a finishing bailout? You know how frazzled these point guards be? Lost, upset, puzzled. Why can't I pass it into the paint? They're looking at their needle threader badge like this is they nerfed needle threader. No, I'm just a GOAT and have gold glove and gold interceptor on my 6'8 build. And with the increase to interior defensive contest, now I'm going insane. Interior defensive contest and passing lane steals. Just a beautiful thing. Big pause. I missed that version of the 2K app. I used to grind VC. Why I said City, a 99 driving dunk should be affected by an interior defense at 80 to 99. Under the 80, you should be getting dunked on. Yeah, it's facts. Yeah, facts, Justice. If you go for a dunk and 2K wants me to, what I'm getting at here as well, please don't dismiss that I'm actually saying this. If you guys have the correct finishing animations and you're taking off from further back, you're not going to get dunked. 95% of the time you're not gonna get contested is what I meant to say. So if you just gotta set up the correct animations and change up the way in which you're finishing. A lot of you guys have finishing animations that are leading you too into the paint before you take off, like the few animations that we've seen. And what's happening is because of the increase to the interior contest sliders, you guys are so into the paint. Now our badges are making you miss more often, or our interior defense attributes. Either way, the interior defense increase in the sliders is making you miss. So you got to take off from further back so those contest percentages stay low. We need a complete overhaul in 2K24. Highly doubtful. The 2K GOAT man said we need a complete overhaul in 2K24. I would love to see that happen, but it's highly doubtful. This copy and paste mentality has been in 2K for a long time. Although the mechanics has changed heavily in 2K23, they obviously didn't get it right. And I can't. It puzzles me because I'm like, damn, 2K, don't you got a 2K league? Like, isn't there a league out there? What is going on? Imagine the league experiencing these type of changes. I'm loving the game. It's a learning curve, but I get to embrace the challenge. Facts, I'm loving the game right now as well. Mind you, keep in mind, y'all, I deleted 2K. I got rid of that joint. I said, oh, hell nah. In season 3, I didn't even get one of the, maybe, especially for my 6'8 build, that core challenge joint season level 40 reward would have been dope on my 6'8 build. I couldn't do it. That's how bad the game was to me. I dead was saying the worst 2K ever released. After preaching how great 2K23 was in the beginning, I was forced into position to say this is terrible. Too much goofy going on. Too much goofy. Deleted the game. The only reason I uploaded it back was because of the Season 4 update, so I can talk about it, which, yeah, and showcase, the rewards like we do every single update. So I uploaded it back, decided to play that day, and noticed the changes. This is awesome. This is awesome. I don't remember anyone complaining about defense in 19 and 20. Why not copy and paste that? Yeah, say it again. You know what was dope? This is what was dope. You know what was dope about 2K19, yeah? Is that the point guards legitimately feared the lockdowns. Only super elite point guards would attempt to dribble spam on a 2K19 lockdown. Only those elite, those GOATs. And it was a great challenge to see those GOATs play against those lockdowns. But if you didn't consider yourself an elite ball handler on NBA 2K19, you saw that lockdown, you quickly passed that rock up. There was no confusion. The 2K community accepted it, loved it. They knew lockdowns were a problem, but not a problem that people wanted to get rid of. Folks just started creating more lockdowns. So much so that we'd run into 3 lockdown bills on the court. And when we ran into them, it'd be like, y'all cheesing, man. Y'all cheesing. Hey, that's what's up, Dave Acevedo. I'm glad it worked out for you. City, some people are on 22 again. I don't think I will go back. I'm loving NBA 2K23 right now, bro. I grinded out the last season for core layouts, and when I did it, it didn't even feel worth the effort. Yeah, dependent on your build. So for like, say, inside bigs or lockdown builds, that core challenge is beautiful. That core level 40 reward is what I'm referring to. It's beautiful because you can double up on your defensive badges. But for other players, they don't want to sacrifice one of their core options for their offensive abilities. So that's why for defense, it was dope, but for other players, not as dope. Only 3 styles, but the way you play and how successful you were strictly depended on stick work. Say it again, Kai. Appreciate your comment. Lockdowns was OP back then in the right hands. Big facts, man. But the reason why I brought up NBA 2K19 is because the point guard respected the lockdown. It wasn't like, damn, 2K, come on, 2K. Nah. The point guard had respect. So there was a respect for both players, and the elite point guards, the lockdown would take the challenge. So if there was a point guard that came out that was elite with his ball handle, say like LaMonster or something, the challenge would be heavily accepted by those lockdown defenders because they were so used to folks just passing the ball as soon as they came into their proximity. So I love that there was a respect factor there, and I think 2K doesn't understand that. Give respect to each player and how they respectively create their builds. Give it to them. Give it to them. The 2K community is not weak-minded. They be trying to dumb down the game and water the game down as if and I ain't gonna front. I find it disrespectful personally. 2K, like, I'm not nearly as dumb as Ronnie 2K looks. Not nearly as dumb as Ronnie 2K looks. It's like, yo, leave the game. Give everybody their due respect for the attributes that they applied on the player that they created and the takeovers that they choose and the badge loadout that they have on. Give them their due respect. The community would be so appreciative for it because the community loves a challenge. We only like exploits for a short amount of time because we know that that's not really us and our skill making it happen. That's the 2K finesse and exploit that's making things happen. So, you know what I mean? Appreciate that, A-Wood. All City, do you have your P5? I have a vertical. Yeah, I've had a vertical since I got it, but I did hear the story. Folks are saying that the PS5 shouldn't be vertical, but I've had it vertical since I got it and haven't had any problems. Yeah, 2K19 was definitely fun. Y'all said the jumper was patched. I shot 17 for 21 for 3. I think that's a career-breaking record. It's super dope. Rondo, The core layouts are great on my bed, but just the time and sanity it took from me was a lot. I hate the season grinding. I don't mind the season grinding because it happens. You know, the season grinding doesn't seem difficult to me, especially on a center. But I may play a different amount of hours than some of the other folks out there, so I understand. Let me move this alert box down a little bit more because it's a little high and in my grill. It's nothing but respect. We smarter than the people that make 2K. Yeah. You know, 2K doesn't want a challenge. Be real. But the challenge is what keeps people engaged. The challenge, yeah, no, it's easy for me to say real things because I've been playing the game for so long. People accept the challenge, and the video game industry in itself and the success of games that are the most challenging, Elden Ring per se, showcase the idea that players love a challenge. It's what creates sentimental value or sentimental ties to the actual entertainment avenue that they choose. So for 2K, like for me, I have sentimental ties because I experienced 2K16, 2K17, 2K19, 2K20. I experienced grinding to legend. So I have ties to 2K. You get what I mean to say? 2K is creating games that's not allowing those type of ties, that connection that veterans have with the game. So where does the game end up in a 5-year plan? You know what I mean? Where does that happen? Nothing but 6-8 bills meta going around. Thank you, Justice. See, I don't be tripping. I'm not tripping. The homie Justice say he's seeing that 6-8 bills are quickly becoming the new meta. More 6-8 bills are coming out there. Although I will say our homie Beantown brought out a 7-footer out there that was going insane. The contests on that build were insane yesterday. Yeah, I like the stream, man. I play entirely with randoms, so season kills me. I get it. Yeah, seasons will kill me too if I play with randoms. Any suggestion for followers who feel their finishing build is dead? Yes, I do, Gatsby. We will talk about it. The homie Gatsby asks, any suggestions for followers who feel their finishing build is dead? I'll give you a quick rundown. I have a video on the channel explaining it. You put on Limitless Takeoff on Silver. You go check your animations. You want you go into your tomahawk animations. You want straight arm tomahawks, and I think it's cockback tomahawks. Go in, there's 2 of them. You choose them. There's, as per the homie Tron, who we see finish consistently with absolutely no problem. As long as you got a decent amount of finishing, you trigger your finishing animation at or in around the foul line. That's where you're gonna take off from. So if you cross your defender over, you misdirect him. If you get to the free throw line right there, you take off like 1 step to the free throw line, and you're gonna get the absolute most convenient animation. And I promise you, every single dunk will take off from there. And those missing your dunks don't be happening. I got visual proof, yeah. I've been playing the game and seeing the homie do it consistently. So I very quickly ran it down. If you guys need more reference, just go to the video. It's on my channel. I uploaded it this week. It's not the same because we came up in an era of gaming where we were used to earning everything and liking it challenging. Kids these days like everything given, so they're not. And you know, it's a misconception, yeah, because the success that I've seen in games that are created to be extremely challenging in this generation, and I can reference the Elden Ring game yet again, one of the most challenging games that I ever experienced, consistently dying and having to relearn and dying and relearning, and most challenging games are experiencing a tremendous amount of success. The developer just needs to trust that their following is loyal to them. And the 2K development team has one of the most loyal followings from any game out there. Even, you know, like non-sports gaming. They have a loyal following. but you can't dumb the game down like that. I don't think it's safe to use Silver Anchor. Nah. Anchor, Hall of Fame, Gold. You have to equip only a few dunk animations. More is not better when hunting for limitless takeoff to activate. Yeah, Slim made a good point there. You guys are dumping like a huge amount of animations into your dunk package. It's only going to trigger income, or you're not, it's going to limit, this is the best way to put it, it's going to limit the control you have over the animation that you're going to receive on your finishing. So if you put these particular dunk, and then when you want to add or incorporate another dunk, so say a two-handed dunk, you do that along the way, but first learn the takeoff point so you can guarantee yourself 2 points. People don't make another build, please. All they gonna do is revert the patch. You have to equip, yep. Made a new defensive anchor, 99 block, 99 rebound, and I was eating the twos up on them at 76 overall. Nice. They can just simplify the builder like before. I'm not a fan of pie charts. I absolutely love the builder. I love what they've done with the changes with the builder. I definitely don't want to go back to pie charts. I hope that they leave it there and continue to build or expand on that 2K23 player builder. No, I didn't beat Elden Ring. I didn't. It was too time consuming. You know how time consuming Elden Ring is. So I couldn't create content and play Elden Ring. You can't get on Elden Ring for 1 hour and think you're going to make any level of progression. You'll spend that 1 hour with a boss just whooping you. And I'm not playing. Those bosses whoop and drag you until you're at your wit's end, and you got to tap into some other portion of your brain to figure out how to beat these bosses. So yeah, I can't do it. Reverse layups need a buff. I keep missing like open to slightly contested reverse layups. Yeah, reverse layups have taken a huge hit. It used to be a huge go-to, and now they're not. It's not the same. And it's not even a boxing game to compete with 2K. You have to time your reverse layups to make them. I want Fight Night Boxing back. Oh, one of my favorite games of all time was Fight Night. But they do got another boxing game that's coming out. I don't know what's going on with the delay, but this boxing game, I got to hear what the developers were saying about this boxing game, and it looks like it's going to be amazing in regards to some of the comments that the developers were talking about and making sure that the physics for each individual fighting style were like on par with what we see out there when we're watching a boxing match. It's gonna be something amazing. You made a Slim Reaper build, KD. The game is long. The game is long, bro. I was responding. Oh, okay. In so many ways, this is the best NBA 2K in a long time. It's minor-ish that mess up, which turns into a bigger issue. Yeah, I kind of feel you on that. All City, can you check the new boxing game called Undisputed? Yeah, I will check it out. Appreciate you, Philly. Yeah, I didn't like the pie charts either. You're gonna get a new Street Fighter. I don't mess with Street Fighter. I haven't done that in years. It's releasing soon. It's on Steam the 31st. Elden, it should have you shook. Elden Ring gameplay have me shook. Yeah, it does have you shook. I ain't even gonna cap. You know, one of my favorite games that I recently finished and recently played through and was completely consumed by is Zelda Breath of the Wild. So if you guys haven't played Zelda Breath of the Wild, I highly recommend that game. It is extremely smart and extremely rewarding all the way through from beginning to end. Elden Ring takes it up a notch and kind of gives you that Zelda Breath of the Wild experience with like a layer of extreme intensity. So sometimes I couldn't be able to mentally handle that extreme intensity. It was so consuming that I said, nah, I can't do this. I definitely like the new update. Elden Ring is the best game out. Real talk. Yeah, it really is. I ain't gonna front. It really is dope. I actually think Zelda Breath of the Wild is the best game ever released. But Elden Ring is beautiful. Oh, such a beautiful game. It's so hard and challenging. $30, not bad. I'm level 200 on Elden Ring. Easy game. It's easy for some folks, but those folks that find Elden Ring easy are few and far in between. And I'm maybe not a player that normally plays games like Elden Ring, so it'll be hella more difficult for me. But through my efforts and because of 2K's lack of effort in their game development, I've been forced to play different games, thankfully, because I love the games that I've been experiencing. Elden Ring just takes it another notch. And it forces you to look at games differently. That's what I loved about pursuing these different options, because I was able to look at games differently and see what how the developer is trying to challenge me. So I thought it was a good thing. 239. Let me see. Make sure. Let me refresh that. Yes. Facts. I grew up on Zelda, Mega Man, and Mario. Yeah, that joint is hard. You can't deny that. And what about Ghost of Tsushima? So I just started because when I shout out to the homies that are playing different games, and hopefully, yeah, it's called ESBC Boxing. That's the one. It's called Undisputed now. All right, good to know. Appreciate that. But yeah, shout out to the folks out there who are trying out different gaming options, because man, I just recently got back on Ghost of Tsushima because my first playthrough I didn't complete the game, so I decided to start it over and go at it again. One of the most amazing games that you guys could play, Ghost of Tsushima. You may want to try it out. Appreciate you, Sharif. That game is super dope. I watched it. It looks hard. Yeah, I need a challenging game to exercise the brain. Zelda Breath of the Wild is the challenging game that you need to exercise the brain. I've gone through these motions, right? Also, Horizon Forbidden West is another. It's a different approach toward how you exercise your brain, but making the right choices for the right combat. Zelda Breath of the Wild and Horizon Forbidden West both have that in the game, that have you like force you to make the right choices, so it makes your road a lot easier toward completion. Just some amazingly smart games, smart game developers that understand rewarding, incentivizing your gameplay experience. And that's huge. And I hope you guys hear me when I say that, because 2K has lost touch with incentivizing, or properly, I gotta say this, properly incentivizing your gameplay experience, because 2K has incorporated, they are trying to go that route, which is why they incorporated seasons. My personal take, and hopefully maybe you guys hear this first, 2K, in my opinion, is just introducing seasons because of the success of Warzone and Fortnite. So they introducing seasons to hopefully go down the road, or at least have that option when you're gonna start paying for seasons. The value in the season rewards aren't there yet, and they're struggling to provide value in these season rewards. But I could easily see 2K incorporating VC rewards throughout the season, and then having you guys, or badge rewards throughout these seasons. In other words, the 40 rewards that you get in one season will turn into VC, will turn into animations, will turn into So No More My Team, will turn into badge points, and then they're gonna have you guys pay $19.99 for each season. Now, when the joint does happen, I want you guys to come back, and hopefully, what we got, 229 people in here, come back to me on a live stream, or catch me in a video or something on the Discord, and just see, so, yo, City, you was right, bro. Red Dead Redemption is definitely a great game. I loved Red Dead Redemption. I might play that one through again. I remember respecting legends and mascots way more than I do now. Yeah, hell yeah. We don't even have no respect for the legends and mascots right now, right? You were forced to respect the legend and the mascot back then, but now it's nothing. 2K is axe now, bro. They nerfing everything. I'm about to tuck this chat. Not gonna lie. Steals, finishing, and shooting. What else they gonna nerf? Dribbling? Yeah, facts. They already hit dribbling. That's what you see. But dribbling seemed to have not necessarily gotten a buff, but they got some new animations that are making it look OP. Yeah, they dissolve the incentive to play. As long as I can see what the rewards are before I play, it's all good if they want to charge per season. I kind of feel that. I'm glad you were honest about that, Friendly View. They should let us see the rewards. I'm sure if they follow the route of Warzone, they'll let us see the rewards ahead of time. And I can see them easily making a ton of money. And as soon as that first season release that you have to pay for, everything's gonna change. You deleted so many bills this year. Red is dead. I love that game though. It was a dope game. Hey, you too. Have a good one, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate you being here. When it gets to the point that the base game needs to be free to follow Warzone model, yeah, facts. I see that happen. I made the platinum in Red Dead Redemption 2. It took me almost 2.5 years, but I love it so much. It was my first platinum. Yeah, and I don't think I got platinum on it, but I did finish the game. What up, Drift on the Fire? Is there a new Resident Evil coming out? I'm not sure. I cannot play Resident Evil through and through. My anxiety is going to make me want to punch a stranger in the face for no reason. I'm going to be in Target with my cart and somebody's going to startle me and I'm going to end up knocking them out. That's what Resident Evil does to me. And I don't want to be knocking out perfect strangers. I'm not trying to be out there just swinging on people because I'm traumatized by my Resident Evil experience. I can't play it through. It's dope though. The like couple hours that I spend on it is dope. Gran Turismo, I played that as well. Man, you guys are mentioning games and I played them all. It's dope. I because before you called me a couple years ago, I was only playing 2K. But I put forth a lot of effort into playing different games, and I'm glad I did because I see that you guys are playing different games as well. D Block, I played Gran Turismo and it was fire. I loved Gran Turismo too. I just forgot I was playing it. Wo Long. I don't know about Wo Long. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. And that's a big pause, by the way. That's a pause type of name. But I know the game you're talking about, and it does look dope, but I don't like linear type of games. This is why I recommend Red Dead, Zelda Breath of the Wild. If you're looking for the absolute most exploration type of game, you could go with Red Dead or Zelda Breath of the Wild. Even Elden Ring has a ton of exploration. But I love Zelda and how they handled exploration because you could go almost anywhere on that map. If you see it, you can more than likely go there. And I only reached the edge of the map like once and it told you instantly you can go no further. But man, the exploration in that game and the rewards that the development team put into exploration. Imagine going to the top of a snowy mountain and then there's treasure chests just buried in the ground that you got to use one of your powers to see, which you would walk right past otherwise. Just amazing exploration experience. What up, Dano? The type of guy to smoke your L and say, I gotta go make content. That was funny. Wish Gran Turismo story was a little longer. Me too. I thought it was dope though. If you haven't played the Uncharted series, please write it down. I have played the Uncharted series, and this is what I mean by games that I don't particularly like. And I know there's a different player base for a ton of different games. I understand that. But there's some that I couldn't connect to in the Uncharted series along with the Last of Us series. This linear path type of taking really throws me off my how do you say what's the word I'm looking for? How you get kind of consumed by something. I forget the word that I'm looking for, but it just doesn't allow me to kind of dive into the game. Exploration always kind of grabs me. When you have those open worlds, and we're not talking about open world games that say, here's point A, you're here, go there. I don't like that's like fake open world. When you play Zelda Breath of the Wild, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Instantly. Yeah, trust me, you won't be disappointed. I got the Switch recently just for Zelda Breath of the Wild, and it was one of the best investments I ever made. I couldn't put the game down. Spider-Man, Assassin's Creed, they're decent to me. I didn't sleep on the Pokemon games. The Pokemon games I actually played. what's the Arceus or whatever, I forget the name of it. But I actually did play it. It didn't keep my attention only because I got on it after Zelda Breath of the Wild. So man, and I did try Valhalla. I played Valhalla for a long time. Man, I've been playing games. I might have to start another gaming channel to talk about all this stuff. Immersion. Thank you, Philly Fly. Immersion is the word I was looking for. Appreciate you, Demetrius. But yeah, I might have to start a different game. Yeah, I thought Assassin's Creed Valhalla was really good. I thought it was decent. Doesn't in my opinion, it doesn't compare to Zelda Breath of the Wild, but very few games do. Um, but I thought it was a good game. I was on it for a while. I played a lot of the Far Cry games. Uh and what I noticed about my experience playing the Far Cry games is that there's too much, although the open world is amazing and you can go wherever you want to go, there's just too much point A to point B that I don't like anymore. When I first played it, I thought it was an amazing experience, but I was limited in my experience in these exploration games and how far development teams have gone in some of these exploration games like Ghost of Tsushima and Zelda Breath of the Wild and Elden Ring. I don't like God of Wars. The reason why I don't like God of Wars was very similar to the reason why, not to say that they're not dope games, they look amazing, but they don't hold my attention. The reason why I don't particularly lean towards God of War is because of the same aspect with the what the homie's game that he just said to play, the one that I didn't like, Last of Us, and the other one, the series. Legends Arceus. There we go. Or Arceus. But yeah, those, I don't like those linear games or just three path games. I need more options. I need freedom. I need to feel like I'm gonna climb that mountain or I'm about to walk over that hill and I'm gonna find something where there's always opportunity for an incentive. And there's always, a looming threat that you don't know might come about. And you always got to make sure, this is what Zelda Breath of the Wild was so amazing, is you always made sure that you had the right equipment for the right battle. And that looming threat, you make sure you have the right like armor on and the right tools to fight whatever's in front of you in that area. Super dope, man. Super dope. Fallout, I haven't tried. Is Fallout good? Skyrim, I've been tempted to try Skyrim, but from what I gathered, I watched a ton of reviews on Skyrim. And everybody says it's like a classic good game, but games of this generation beat the experience from when it was created because it's been out so long. You don't like Horizon or God of War? Pretty dope game. Horizon is pretty dope. I recently played Horizon Forbidden Zero Dawn. I played that all the way through. I got for Horizon Forbidden West. Haven't played that all the way through though. Daisy Gone. I haven't played that one. I'm not big into the zombie scene. I did play the other zombie game though, the dude on the motorcycle. I forgot. I did play that one quite a bit. Hope you have a blessed day and a great video today. Thank you, Rick Bass. Appreciate you, man. Age of Empires, StarCraft. Yeah, I'm always looking for new games, so you guys could highly, send out your recommendations. PS4 is going on 10 years now. 2K just needs to focus on one game. That's a good idea, D Block. Don't get me wrong. There's two separate development teams that are working on both iterations of the game. So it's not like one development team is stretched in. The old development team is working on the next gen version of the game, and the fairly new development team, which is now Visual Concepts. I think Austin is what they're called. Hookbang was the company that they used to be. Now they turned into Visual Concepts Austin. They're the ones who are working on the current gen version of the game. I got some clips of me hitting contested layups with the meter on. Nice. You ever mess with Fallout 4 open world game? Nah, if I ever mess with it. Yeah, I'm probably going to get into Hogwarts. Yeah, I might have to start I've been thinking of starting a new gaming channel considering how much dialogue we're creating here about different games. I may consider starting just a variety type of gaming channel. We'll see what happens. High on Life is a fun game. Never tried that one. Sonic Frontiers. I don't know about games like that. I'd be shocked if I would like it. GTA 4 and LA Noir again. All right, taking it back a little bit. I did try Witcher 3. I thought Witcher 3 was dope. I just need more updated graphics. But even though with the updates of Witcher 3, it's still a dope experience. If you haven't played it, you might want to go out there and play it. I think 2K would benefit off of every 3-4 year drop. Gotham Knights flopped horribly. I was looking forward to Gotham Knights. I thought Gotham Knights was gonna be some. It looked amazing, and it just turned into a hack and slash. These these developers just be belittling their player base, and I don't see how they just don't. If you look at how difficult Elden Ring is, and then you match the success rate that they have, then you say, yeah. At least if we're not going to make it that difficult, at least let's make it half difficult because, the player base want challenges. The player base wants skill. And that creates that tie between you and the company, the development team. It creates that tie between the gamers. So now they're only looking for they're particularly looking for your games to release. If you consistently make casual experiences for these gamers, not to say there's not a space for a casual experience, not to say that, but if you consistently make watered down, dumbed down games, you don't create that tie, which there's a space for. I understand this. Some folks just want a casual experience, but you're definitely sacrificing that tie between you and the game, like your player base. And when you get that tie, similar to what 2K has done for me, it's hard to let go of that tie. I don't play Roblox now. I haven't gotten into that. I don't know if you're able to link in the chat. I don't think you're allowed to put links. I have bots on, so I appreciate you asking, but I think the bot will take it away. Yeah, they got a graphical update for the Witcher 3. Did get a graphical update for the next gen version, and it does look amazing. I've seen the videos about it. I did play Batman Arkham Knights, I think it was. Are you ever gonna make a new GTA with better gameplay? They surely are. With that level of success, best believe they surely are. And that joint's gonna last another 10 years. They're gonna drop GTA and it's gonna last another 10 years. The Like a Dragon, I don't like the way the gameplay developers make games like that. It could be fun for a little while, but it doesn't hold my attention. Hitman is definitely, have you guys played Hitman? It's definitely a different experience all around, all together. Absolutely amazing, breathtaking graphics, and the gameplay is just so smart for what it is. Nothing compares to Hitman. I haven't played Skyrim only because I spent a good amount of time watching reviews on Skyrim, and everybody has everything great to say about Skyrim except that the gameplay is outdated as of right now, and the fighting mechanics are definitely outdated, and I don't have the mental capacity to deal with outdated gameplay right now, considering there's so many different options. But everybody praises Skyrim, so Ghost of Tsushima, one of my favorite games. Yeah, I'm playing that right now. You guys, I don't have my Elgato up, but yeah, I'm actually trying to finish it off again right now. I never finished it. I got fairly deep. I already passed where I was, but I am on Ghost of Tsushima right now. Hitman 2 and 3, facts, yeah. I don't know if you like scary games, but you running some on different channel would be dope. Yeah, I don't like scary games. They just don't hold my attention. I don't like jump scares for no reason that don't make sense of what's going on. I've just never been into. I like challenges, and even like when you consider playing Elden Ring, some of those bosses are scary. Like you feel your heartbeat start racing. I like that idea, but when you understand the concept in Elden Ring is you're gonna die, homie. That's like your homie sitting patting you on the back. All right, homie, I'll catch you when you come back. Like, yeah, you gonna die. The goal there is to die and learn. Die and learn that move. Then die and learn his third move. Then die and learn his fourth move. You know, I haven't tried Dragon Age. Forsaken is a big flop. Has it already dropped? Because I was heavily interested in Forsaken, Irwin. 2K becoming very trash. $100 for the game plus $100 on each build just for all my builds to get patched. Say it again, King G. A lot of people talk about For Honor. Blood Money was the best Hitman, I believe, City. Yeah, I got all the Hitmans. I played through all the Hitmans. Have you tried the Yakuza series? I have tried the Yakuza series. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of what the developers is doing with it. Although, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad game. It's just not up my alley. You know, I got a very narrow. Considering I played all these games, you wouldn't think it's that narrow. But for the games that I could truly vouch for, it's fairly narrow. And this is what I'm learning about myself. It's a fairly narrow path for a game that consumes me. It's very rare that a game consumes me. Very rare. I could get on and play a game, but it's rare that a game consumes me. Like, for instance, as dope as Hitman is, I didn't get consumed by it, but I played it over months and months' time. So whenever I wanted that little cool, chill mental challenge, I would sit back and have Hitman loaded up, and over months or even years of time, I would just turn it back on and play a different portion of the game. Games that have consumed me, very few and far in between. Elden Ring consumed me. Zelda Breath of the Wild consumed me. Horizon Zero Dawn consumed me. Red Dead Redemption is where it all started as far as immersion and being shocked with what developers are doing with games. It was definitely Red Dead Redemption 2. So that's a pretty narrow path, or you know, to speak about like games that are hella immersive to the point that it consumed me. I might play. I did miss the Star Wars. I tried one of them, but the new one is available now. That you could play with the PlayStation Plus joint. So I'm gonna try that new one. I forget what the new one is called. Not the newest one, but the new one that they put on the PlayStation Plus. I'm gonna try that one. It looks dope. Mass Effect. I did give it a shot, but definitely not a bad game. I didn't really get into it too heavy. Yeah, makes it feel so rewarding, even though you don't even realize you've been at that stage for hours. Facts, Erwin. That's why I can't play Elden Ring right now. Is because one boss or one area you're at for like 6 hours, and you don't even realize that 6 hours has passed. But that whole time you're making these calculations on how I could move better, or what's a finesse to kind of swing and beat this dude at that time, or you know, learn the moves from the boss. It was definitely too consuming, too much time. They abandoned Red Dead for GTA 6. I don't blame them. That's a moneymaker. Beyond Two Souls is Fire OG game as well. All right, recommend it. I think it's on there too. Beyond Two Souls. Playing God of War Ragnarok right now. Honestly, is mid. I'm forcing myself to beat it. I beat Elden Ring. Yeah, it's hard when you play a great game and then you go back to one that's just a little below it, but you know the developers are trying to do what that great game was doing. So for instance, going to like either God of War or going to even Assassin's Creed Valhalla after playing Elden Ring, it's not a good idea. Not a good idea. I played Valhalla before I played Elden Ring, and that's what allowed me to play Elden Ring. It was a bit hella more challenging, but way more advanced in the fighting mechanics and also the exploration and just the look in general. 2K needs to bring back a full game chat in the rec. That would be dope. What up, Juan? What's good? Juan on Juan. Beantown, Fallen Order. Fallen Order. Yep, that's the one. Fallen Order. I intend to try that. I may try that today. I may try Fallen Order today. That's why I'm not supporting GTA 6 City. I play everything Rockstar, but can't accept what they did to Red Dead Redemption 2. I get it. But you gotta understand, GTA 6 hasn't that joint should have been come out, in my opinion. It should have been out. but they stalled off and they banked on everything that GTA 5 was consistently bringing in, and they milked that joint. And I think it's due time that they make a GTA 6. We should be hella more advanced. It should be like something like a cyberpunk city with GTA functionality. Ubisoft is making an open world Star Wars. That'd be dope. 2 is better than GTA 5. I kind of agree with that. I'm more of a Red Dead Redemption player than a GTA player. Hella more. GTA doesn't hold my attention because GTA is point A to point B. It's a hella open world, but it's just point A to point B. I love side missions. I love finding things on exploration. And I know GTA has that, but not the same type of immersion into it. Hopefully the next one gets that for me, because I would love to play GTA. Is in development. Solo EA, Black Panther game, Solo Iron. I've never been big on those superhero games, AI Matrix. They don't really make them right. You think it'll be a big fail? I highly doubt it. Man, I'd be sad for them if they make GTA 6 a fail. It's more fun than 2K, James Williams telling you City GTA 6 would be a big fail. Role play is fire though. Yeah, I know folks be doing role play, but I'm too grown to be doing role play. I saw some of the folks live streaming role play on GTA, and I'm like, hell nah, boy. It's a dope idea. I ain't gonna front. 10 years ago, I would have loved it. But I can't do no role playing right now. Right now, it just looks goofy to me. And I'm not knocking y'all for enjoying it, because like I said, 10 years ago, I understand it. But I ain't finna role play with nobody. Folks start getting weird on you, and I ain't with all that weird stuff. But it is dope. It's dope. I saw somebody like, telling you what you're looking at, homie. And I love that he had the clothing on. I love the way they had like different rags on. And then he chased them, pulled out on him, and then chased them. And the dude hopped over a fence. It's dope. Red Dead free aim shooting is unmatched. You play Max Payne? I did play Max Payne way back when. I don't remember the story for Max Payne. Best superhero game, Marvel vs. Capcom. I know I'm late, but is anyone else seeing a complete change in the stamina bar? Only get 2 dribbles and out of energy. I have noticed kind of a change in your stamina bar, and it's affecting your shot timing tremendously. And that was just me labbing. I noticed after the update, Shaq. Sup, Keith Cos, what up, man? That's the thing. I love GTA. Been playing it since 2012, but when Red Dead 2 came out, I was over it. Yeah. Definitely weird as role play. Yeah, it's weird, but I get it though. For younger folks, I get the role playing for younger folks. I find it more weird when I see a grown person role playing. And you know what's weird? This is what I found. I'm gonna keep it a buck, y'all. This is what threw me off, and I stopped looking at role playing videos. I saw this dude live streaming that his player or whatever dude that's on the on the GTA look hella different than him live streaming. And then the dude is trying to holler at a chick, so you hear their voices. I don't know how that works on GTA, but you hear their voices, and he's dead trying to use his character to holler at the chick. I said, that's not the most weirdo. And I'm not knocking y'all for y'all having fun, man. Go ahead and role play, man. Live vicariously through GTA, do what you do. But the dude tried to holler at him. I was like, if that's not the most catfish. And it was like she was finna fall for his GTA character. She said if he has swag like that in GTA, he gotta have swag in real life. Meanwhile, this dude is in jogging pants shorts that he turned into jogging pants because he cut his pants into shorts. And his shirt lift up showing, I'm like, his belly. I'm like, yo, get out of here. That's so odd. Don't find it funny, City, that the creator of the company not doing GTA 6. Yeah. I was one. I thought GTA 6 would have been dropped. I think people that in 2K are also weird. Yeah, they are, but we got a great community in 2K. Which version is better, current gen or next gen for 2K? I'm not exactly sure. I think it's preference. I haven't played current gen. I've only played next gen. I think next gen is doing really good and live vicariously through 2K. Any advice for new YouTubers or somebody wanting to be a 2K streamer? I'll give you hella advice on that. As far as 2K streaming, I think I know everything I need to know, and considering I have multiple channels, I know a lot about YouTube. In regards to being a 2K streamer, a 2K creator, it's heavily competitive. Now, if anything, is a good time to become a 2K and break into the market. But consistency is always going to be your key. Content is always going to be king. Just find your direction and make sure that you're happy with the direction that you choose in regards to 2K content. I consider myself a little different. There's only a few of us, like when you consider Jay Easy, Brutal Sim, those type of folks that could get live, go live and talk with the community. It takes time to develop that and create a more intimate environment for you and your community. Find ways to make that happen and to make the grind for 2K content creation a little bit more easier. But 2K is highly competitive, and YouTube is definitely a long ball type of game. You're gonna do this over time. Remaining consistent over time is how you kind of break into the 2K community. Even if you blow, which we've seen multiple times over, even if you blow in the two over years doing 2K content, we've had like these evil villains come into 2K, like and they think that they're just going to take over the whole 2K scene because they don't understand how structured 2K content is with 2K content creators and the 2K community. So they think they're just going to blow because they kind of think that we're down here. We don't know what we're doing. But we see them blow and disappear, blow and disappear. So consistency is the key to this thing. Just keep that in mind. He makes the same videos every day besides jump shot and 6 videos. Yeah, shout out to Brutal Sim. This man keeps typing the same thing over and over. I might have missed it. Which one? 2K is hitting an all-time low. Thinking of quitting the game. Spent all that money, more than 18 bills. Now patches left and right. I don't blame you, Raul Morales. I've made 20 bills also. All at least 75. Whew, tough. Wish EA would come out with a basketball game. A lot of us do. And be real. Don't be a puppet. That's why we follow yourself, Jay and Brew. Appreciate that, A Wood. Appreciate that. You know, a lot of people just have a misconception of what's considered success in regards to YouTube and content creation. What we've noticed here on the channel is that you guys, the people watching, the people that's still here, build me up more than the numbers show on my channel. So the presence that I have within the 2K community is much larger than what my numbers show. And if I had a choice on how I would have liked to grow, I would definitely choose this path 10 times out of 10. Because with consistency, you know that as long as your following is with you, the sky's the limit. It's just a matter of how you pursue that. So just a beautiful thing, man. Truly happy to have you guys here with me. Truly happy to have you guys take this journey with me. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, consider subscribing. We're still trying to hit 100,000. I think we deserve it. We have been working hard over the years to keep this thing going. Wishing you guys a safe and blessed rest of your night. I may go live again with some gameplay so we could just play the game and chill and vibe out as well. Again, I'll catch you guys on the next video or live stream. Easy, y'all. And thanks for joining the Discord, by the way.